woman what you do?
My sister worked with that little girl for almost 10 years. Take care of that little girl, and that little girl couldn't speak, she couldn't walk, nothing. Man, and they are such a nice person. I can't really believe this happened to them.
Hyacinth Brown Johnson was 65 years old, living in Springfield Gardens, a neighborhood in the southeastern area of Queens, New York. Hyacinth lived in Queens, New York for 15 years, but was originally from Kingston, Jamaica. Hyacinth was a loving mother and she had a good heart. She married Milton Johnson, who had a daughter by the name of Patrice Johnson. Patrice Johnson's biological mother died of lupus. And sadly, as a little girl, Patrice Johnson was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. Hyacinth vowed that she would never give up on Patrice. She pledged to care for her and not put her in a nursing home. And she cared for her up until the age of 26 years old. In the upcoming days, Hyacinth had no idea that the unthinkable would happen in her family. On November 18, 2022, the NYPD responded to a 911 call from a home located on 182nd Street near 146th Drive in Queens, New York. Upon arrival, police located 3 women ages 68, 47, and 26 years old, unconscious and unresponsive, suffering from stab wounds to their necks. The victims were identified as Hyacinth Brown Johnson, LaToya Gordon, and Patrice Johnson. The apartment building's landlord reported hearing loud noises early Friday between 2:30 and 3:30 a.m., and he heard a suspect speeding away in a 2004 Toyota Sienna. Video cameras captured the suspect fleeing through Queens, New York before crossing the George Washington Bridge and heading south. It was reported that a male family member was smoking in the kitchen when the argument occurred in the early morning. Hyacinth's grandson, Jabari Burrell, who was 22 years old, was living at the home at the time, and he was wanted for questioning. Video recovered by police appeared to show the car speeding just before 5 a.m. Saturday morning. With the surveillance footage in hand, the NYPD put out an alert on the stolen car. Hyacinth's stolen vehicle was later spotted in Prince George, Virginia. The car had run out of gas, and approaching officers found the driver behind the wheel, covered in blood with wounds on his hands. Jabari Burrell was behind the wheel, and he waived his Miranda rights and confessed to the gory triple homicide where the victims were stabbed multiple times. All 3 women were stabbed multiple times in their head, chest, and neck, with the oldest victim, Hyacinth, knifed in the back. A knife was recovered from a bathroom in the home. According to sources, Jabari Burrell possibly suffered an unspecified trauma about a year ago that sent him off the deep end and his surviving relatives into mourning of their late family members. During the attack, Hyacinth Brown Johnson threw herself over her bedridden stepdaughter, Patrice Johnson, in a last-ditch effort to protect her, but they were both ultimately killed. Hyacinth had a lot of defensive wounds on her body. Also, LaToya Gordon was found dead in the home alongside her mother and Patrice Johnson. All 3 women were discovered by Hyacinth Brown Johnson's son and a home health aide. The suspect, Jabari Burrell, was taken to a hospital and is currently awaiting extradition. Hyacinth Brown Johnson was a hero in attempting to save her stepdaughter, as well as her other daughter. But unfortunately, all 3 women lost their lives due to an evil crime. We want to send our prayers out to the family of Hyacinth Brown Johnson during this horrible time. These 3 innocent women did not deserve what happened to them. Please join us in protecting our girls. This is Awareness by Creole Kisses. Be safe and have a good night.